All right, we're recording. What the fuck's good? What's going on?
Ready to open Tollys?
I'm ready to open Tollys too, man.
We miss you.
I miss you. I miss you both. I'm so sad. I have to make my own drinks. It's fucking stupid.
I haven't made an actual drink in so long.
Crazy.
What are you making now?
It's one of those things where you mix it with water and it makes tea, those little thingies.
What alcohol are you putting in it?
Who says I'm putting alcohol in it, Shelby?
Well, and that's what you gotta have.
Seagram's
There we
apple.
go.
Yeah. Mama didn't raise no bitch. All right. Top it off. Oh yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. City of Terre Haute. That's not gonna fuck the audio at all.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. We'll work through it. We're doing what we can. If you don't like hearing sirens, then fucking sorry. You shouldn't live in Terre Haute. Welcome to Marvin's Room, the podcast that I've been doing because I'm stuck there. Somebody said Marvin's Room, like the Drake song. I had a room before that, motherfucker. All right, first of all, so yes, like the Drake song. Y'all idiots. I got my fireplace going. Got my drink. It's great. I am joined by two of my absolute favorite people on this planet Earth. The two of the most beautiful women that I have the pleasure of calling my dear, dear friends. We have Alisa and Shelby from Tollys Bar and Grill. They're at Tollys. They're getting everything all nice and spit shine, wiping off all the funk from Patrick Eaton making out with girls on the pull tab machine.
That's a real story.
That is
Here's the new beer garden.
And the picnic table. Yeah, oh, thank God. Yeah, new beer garden. You're going to need that too.
Yes.
Oh, love it. Digging it. For those who don't know,
Slay.
Tollys Bar and Grill is located at 23rd and Maple. It is where we do stand-up comedy, and I run an open mic, and we're going to hopefully be back there sooner rather than later. I do miss my Tollys family. I'm all stuck in the house, but I like to start the show by checking in with my guests. We'll start with Alisa. How have you been doing in the quarantines?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Just drunk and sleeping and bored and
Yo, I know that life. Let's pop this off. We're just
e-learning sucks.
Yeah. How's that going?
It's terrible.
Yo,
But it's over soon. It's over like Friday, so.
Yeah, I know. I'll be going back to work, not next week, probably the week after, by the way it sounds. So
Oh wow.
here's hoping I don't get the Rona from ISU. Yeah, I guess their original plan was to go back on the 15th, and then the governor was like, if you can work from home until the 24th, then do that. So that's what I guess we're going to keep doing. So yeah, cool.
Will you guys have to wear like face masks and stuff like that?
Probably, I would imagine. Which is weird because most of my job is done over the phone.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's going to work when I have to like get the phone like through the mask. But yeah, so we're gonna try to make that work. And also with me, I have the always lovely light of my life, the Mermaid of Tollys herself, Miss Shelby Spice. How are you doing, my love?
I am doing good, dying to get back to work, make you guys drinks, get you drunk. I've turned into more of an alcoholic during this quarantine than you guys do.
Yeah, I feel like that's happening to a lot of us. I thought I'd be drinking more, surprisingly, but it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know. It's like I'm not drinking more when I drink, but I'm drinking more often during the week, if that makes sense. Like I'm only having one or two drinks, but it's like every night.
Because you don't think of it as going out to the bar anymore. You're just at home.
Exactly.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah. And as much as I love being in the bar, economically speaking, I've been saving a lot of money that I'm not giving to you all. So I have a surplus. What the heck is this? An ad? Really? You're going to play an ad during my 10 hours of fireplace? Thanks, YouTube. Useless piece of shit website. But yeah, I can't wait to take all this money that I stockpiled from buying a $9 bottle of whiskey that lasts me an entire week and giving it back to you all for drinks that are way more complex and delicious than I could ever make on my own, as I am here mixing one of those little tubey tea things with whiskey, because as a great wise man once said, any port in a storm. So I can't wait. Like the first thing, literally, it's gonna be burger, fries, bucket. I'm just gonna have to get my whole like smorgasbord.
Do you have a bucket in mind?
Oh, you know, I think a Sex on the Beach bucket doesn't sound bad, to be honest, unless the mermaid water bucket wants to make a comeback for the summer, in which case.
Oh, the mermaid water is always available.
As a bucket?
Yes.
I thought, oh, well, shit, I've been
Where have you been?
Well, I've been at home for the last 2 months. I've forgotten everything. Or I can go hard and get an AMF bucket.
We have a new watermelon lemonade bucket for May that starts tomorrow.
That's what I'm going to be getting then. So, yeah, speaking of that, yeah, for those who don't know, Tollys has their signature bucket. It's literally as it sounds. It's liquor in a little plastic bucket, and it's the best. Great for those hot summer nights when you're out in the beer garden playing cornhole between karaoke. But yeah, so what are our plans for that? What's our time window? You want to give the people kind of an idea of what we're looking at? Because I know the governor, we're in phase 2, if I'm correct. 2. It's 2 and then it's the 15th starts phase.
I think we're in 2.
We're in 2. We're in Age of Ultron, and then as of the 15th we go to Infinity War. That's our for the Marvel Cinematic Universe fans. That's our.
Gretchen will enjoy that reference.
Yeah. So what are we looking at as far as openings go? Any you want to give the people some updates? Just kind of what we're looking at.
June 14th is what we've been talking about. So if everything goes the way it has been, and everything stays on track, it'll be June 14th.
Okay, and that, yeah, because at that point, people will be allowed to like sit at the bar again, and we'll be able to be at what, like certain capacity, right?
75% capacity.
75%. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But you won't be able to play pool or pool tabs until July 4th.
Okay.
So karaoke can't happen until then. It's just going to be really weird for a while.
So until July 4th. That's when
and that's if everything stays the way it is. If something else happens, then it could back up.
So if y'all don't fuck up, not you two, but if y'all watching at home don't fuck up and make us have to extend the quarantine, stand-up comedy will be back at Tollys Bar and Grill on July 10th.
Yes.
So, so that gives us 2 months to get this shit knocked out, so we can bring back open mic stand-up comedy at Tollys Bar and Grill, along with some karaoke. And hanging out. So we're gonna have a belated St. Patrick's Day, Mother's Day, about 16 birthdays, comedy,
including Alisa and mine,
including Alisa and Shelby's. And it's we're gonna have a lot of catching up to do. So Uber, I hope you're listening, because y'all about to make some motherfucking money in July. If people are responsible. Again, it all comes down to being responsible.
Definitely.
So don't screw up. I don't want this crap getting extended into August, because if y'all mess up the coronavirus and make us quarantined at the end of August and I miss my birthday, I'm sad that they missed their birthdays, and I'm sad that other people didn't get to party. I'll kill somebody. Because y'all know I got that Leo energy. You don't fuck with the August birthdays.
Yeah, well, I'm a Gemini, so you get the best of both worlds.
So you get it. So y'all. Well, okay then. So we'll make it work. That is stronger than it needs to be. Podcast, baby. That's what we do. But yeah, it's good to see that y'all are doing well, because we were supposed to have a show also. We had a show planned at Tollys. Like literally, we missed it by like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, we had already like made the poster, everything. So it's been weird to think that like we've already been doing this stuff for the better part of 2 months. Like it feels like it's gone. For me, it feels like it's gone faster than I thought it would.
Think about all the great content you guys are going to have for your first comedy show.
Oh, yeah. And there are a lot of people who have been doing, like, web comedy shows. And I don't know, man. I'm proud of them for making it work. Like, people that make it work, it doesn't have the same feel as having a drink in your hand on stage while somebody gets pull tabs out of the machine, not but 5 minutes away from you.
Yeah.
Old men screaming.
That's what I told Alisa earlier. I said, I can't wait. I can't wait to come back to work just so people can yell at me again.
Yeah.
Because right now I only take orders from a 2-year-old.
As opposed to people that act like 2-year-olds.
Exactly.
There's yelling, there's bottles, there's doo-doo in pants. I mean, really, being a bartender is a lot like being a parent. You really think about it.
It's an adult daycare. That's what I tell everybody.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Alyssa, you were talking a little bit about the e-learning. Yours is older than 2. How's that going?
It's crazy.
I
just have so much respect for the teachers now. It's just crazy.
He's what, 14, 15?
And then we have to get it all. He's 13.
13, okay. For some reason I had him older than him.
And okay. I mean, they send them home with all kinds of shit. The shit that we have to do with them, which is fine, but it's a mess.
Hey, I was looking at my 9-year-old niece's homework, and I couldn't understand it.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I can only imagine the older it gets.
Yeah. I can't help him at all. So.
Yeah.
It's been hell. We've argued every day, and that's just what life is now.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it sounds like everybody's going through with the whole e-learning thing, which is fun, because right as everybody's going to stop doing the e-learning as far as the kids go, I'm going to be beginning the e-learning. So that'll be interesting. You're going to see me sitting at the bar crying, and you're going to ask me why I'm crying. I'm just going to say, never get a master's degree. Ever.
At that point, I'll just pour you another shot. It'll be
basically,
okay.
Yeah. It's only 2 classes, so it hopefully won't be too bad. But they are, graduate level, so it'll be fun. That'll be interesting. You've both seen me stress to the end of my ability, so it's nothing you haven't seen before. It's just now I'll actually have an end result to come from the stress, as opposed to just stress that exists on its own. So that'll be fun. So do we have any? So with what you're opening coming up, this is going to be our curbside, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to be doing our domestic bottles, food. Now I remember before the closures, there was talks of a new menu, perhaps. Do we have anything we can say about that, or are we sticking with the tried and true until the Rona's over? What?
It came out today.
It came out today. So where can go ahead and where can the people find this menu?
On www.tollysbarandgrill.com.
There you go. TollysBarandGrill.com. You can also find any and all updates on the Tollys Bar and Grill Facebook page.
Yes.
Or you can listen to this podcast because you just heard them right here.
Yes. We got like I don't know. Let's see what we got new. We got like mini corn dogs. Shelby had those today.
Okay.
Yes,
good.
all the way.
Let's see here. I had a paper earlier that told me everything. We have like a mushroom and Swiss burger. People love our beer cheese, right? We have
that beer cheese is
and
flames,
bacon
bro.
cheeseburger.
That's what I'm getting.
Mouth-watering.
Yes. I know we got a chicken bacon ranch salad.
Ooh.
Pulled pork nachos. We just threw a whole bunch of like really cool things on there. So
We're doing a taco salad now.
Oh yeah, there's a taco salad. So
what we're saying is I'm probably going to be getting something different every week.
Yes.
To be honest. Because
Southwest egg rolls, those were like a big thing that a lot of people wanted. So we started that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see you, girl. No, yeah, because that beer, cheese, and bacon, that's literally what I would do.
It's
like I would get.
It's absolutely phenomenal.
That's what I used to do a lot. Was I would get the build your own and then just have bacon put on it, and then just get the side of beer cheese, and I would just dip it in. So now you just get it all right there, bud.
Yep. And it's a lot cheaper doing it this way. So exciting.
And it comes with the new brioche buns, and those are magnificent.
Brioche bun? Oh, you sweet, just sirens of.
I am a mermaid.
That's true.
That is true.
Yo, real talk. If y'all get pretzel buns, I'm just gonna set up a cot in the back, because that's.
We have an apartment.
That's true. Well, yeah. People already make those jokes, like, or at least, before the quarantine happened, because I'd be there for karaoke on, like, Sunday and Tuesday, and then for comedy, and then hanging out when people want to hang out, and literally people would just be like, you just live at Tollys now? And I'd be like, listen, it's right down the street. I know everybody. And crazy bullshit doesn't typically pop off, but if it does, the people who are, in the eye of the storm know to keep it away from me because they know I don't want to be included in that. It's really just a perfect balance. It really is.
Yes, I agree.
So,
for sure.
And then we also have the 25th Street Tavern, which I never actually got to go to because I was like, I'm going to go this Friday. And then the governor went, no, you're fucking not, bud. So,
yep, the tavern will be opening, if everything goes the same, June 14th. Gretchen said we're going to do June 14th.
Okay.
We'll see. If not, the latest would be July 4th. We'll open that back up.
Okay. So we'll have to go check it out. I've been talking to old James Helton. He's down to clown with hanging out, and so.
How is he?
He's great. I actually just had him on the show last week. So we talked for 2 hours about the Final Fantasy VII remake for PlayStation 4 because we're hashtag those bitches. So yeah, it's been good. I really love the Zoom platform. We've been able to really just maintain contact with everyone, even when we can't be in the same space. And it's been fun to be able to not only have the usual people, but I get to blend with those groups because I have friends from Indy and Bloomington that I've now been able to introduce to the Terre Haute friends, and everybody's kind of like doing that mix. And it's fun to still be able to at least maintain some type of face-to-face contact. For those who are the Tollys regulars, this is going to be on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/MarvinComedy. The audio-only version will be on Spotify, as well as various other podcasty type platforms. So look for that in the future. Marvin's Room is now on Spotify. And we're going to be continuing this when quarantine's over. That's why it's Marvin's Room and not quarantine in between.
I feel like you could play this song at the beginning of like your intro.
Yeah.
I would, but I'm not trying to get a copyright strike. That's the problem.
Oh.
Because,
we could chop and screw it.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah. Luckily, I have a nice little like bouncy like intro song my composer brother wrote for me. So I at least have some form of music that I'm a fan of, because it kind of gets the funny like kind of vibe that I like to go for. So
Levi, what's the one thing you miss the most about stand-up comedy?
the one thing I miss the most about stand-up comedy, really, as much as I hate hecklers, it's that the audience participation part. Because even if we were doing like video, like live feed, which again, I've had friends that have had some good success with that. It's not the same as being able to like hear people in the room. I guess it's just the atmosphere of it all.
It gets you hyped.
It's you get that immediate feedback.
You're not waiting for a like on a page. You're
right, exactly, yeah. And
that's gratification.
And that's why I like this as opposed to doing comedy on a live feed, because I've always wanted to have a podcast. I mean, I'm a mid-20s white male, so obviously I'd have a podcast.
Yeah.
But it's nice to, like, if I'm going to be funny without immediate feedback, it may as well just be something like this, where it's just, me and close friends hanging out and just talking all kinds of dumb shit. Because that's what I always wanted out of a podcast if I ever had one. So luckily, this seems to have not gained we're not like, Joe Rogan or whatever. But luckily, we're doing pretty good for ourselves. People seem to be taking notice. I'm definitely interested in keeping this going when quarantine's over.
Okay.
So look for more of that when the quarantine ends. Maybe we could even do a live. We've always talked about doing a live podcast from the Tollys stage, where
Let's do it.
It would essentially be stand-up, but it would just be all of us sitting at a table doing stupid shit and taking questions. If anybody's into that, we've done that before.
We should
a couple years
make
ago
a date.
with Verve that had some good success. So
we should make a date and set it up.
Yeah, that'd be good. And then we can do like a rotating cast. We can have like you all on to come and chat
and
for
even
a
if we
minute.
have to do it during quarantine, we can make sure that we're like 6 feet apart.
Yeah, definitely.
Go from room to room.
Have our masks.
Yeah, I know. I actually have a mask that a good friend of the show, a couple-time appearance, Alexandria Morin, made me a mask. So it's fun. I've been able to have her on. I've had Kat on a good 3 times. Kathleen Scott, my dear child. And then the comedians, everybody that we've had Dick Bean and Patrick and George White and, James Tanford and the Bloomington guys have been on it. So it's been fun. It's been a really, rewarding experience. And it's also a good way. It was a good wake-up call, because I used to think you used to have these really, cutting-edge equipment. And I'm literally just using a laptop. I'm recording on Zoom, which everybody has access to. I'm paying $15 a month to be able to just record longer than 40 minutes, because if you use the free one, you can only do 40 minutes at a time. And then I literally just edit in Windows Movie Maker, like old busted-ass 2009 Windows Movie Maker. And we're doing this, once, sometimes twice a week. So it's cool. And then once that's over, I have an app called Anchor, where you can just record off your phone, and then it uploads it to Anchor, and then it sends it off to Spotify and Google Podcasts and all the little podcasty type things. So it's been fun. It's been a really rewarding experience, and it's one of those. I'm surprisingly not I'm eager, but I'm not chomping at the bit to do stand up again. And I think it's largely because I get to do this, so I still get to talk to some of my favorite people, which is not something that we get out of stand-up, because typically while we're doing stand-up, one or both of you are behind the bar serving drinks to the people that aren't watching stand-up. So, and we are forever thankful for you. So once again, I'll have a bad set and be able to come and beg you for a fireball soon.
Okay.
Get over
or when you try to just come drink orange juice and I have to turn you down.
Yeah. But then I'll say, But Shelby, what if I think I have the Rona?
No, you can have more
you gotta leave.
shot of tequila. You'll be fine.
Yo, honestly, I had a day where I wasn't feeling that great. I made a hot toddy. I woke up the next day feeling pristine. Made some hot tea, throw some honey, some whiskey in that bitch. I woke up the next day feeling great.
GB in the house.
Levi.
Yo, we got Gretchen. What's going on?
Nice campfire.
Making a guest appearance on the Marvin's Room podcast.
Hello.
How have you been? How are you doing in the quarantine?
I hate it. I hate it all, but I miss you.
I miss you too. I'm so ready to be back. Alyssa was talking about the new menu. We were talking about the opening dates. I'm ready to get all up in one of those beer cheese bacon burgers. Mushroom Swiss burger also sounds real good. I'm a little
Mini
slut for
corn
brioche,
dogs.
so I'm ready to go.
Mini corn dogs is my favorite.
Mini corn. Oh, dude, yeah.
They were amazing today.
Can't go wrong
Get
with mini
the
corn dogs.
comedy going back on. Get back on
Oh,
your
yeah.
stage.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good return to form. We're gonna be coming off the coronavirus. Everybody's gonna be itching to have a good time. We're gonna be making people laugh. We got like a month or two-ish. We're gonna have Georgia White and Kaylee Watler coming back our way. So we're gonna be able to have.
They got engaged.
Yeah, they got engaged. So that's fun. It's a good time, man. We're gonna be ready to hit the ground running and kick some ass.
You need to social distance away from me.
Yeah, 6 feet apart.
All right, Levi, it was good seeing you. See you
Good
soon.
seeing you too, Gretchen. The old
Love ya.
the commander steering the ship towards victory, Gretchen.
Thank you.
Love you. I can't wait to see you and sit at those tables and play giant checkers once more.
So guess what, Levi?
Yes.
I came up with a great idea that we should take a shot together.
Okay, I don't have any more to do shots, so I'll just drink. I poured it all into the glass, so.
Here's the quarantine.
Here's the quarantine. Tink. Yeah, definitely use way too much.
It's never a such thing as way too much.
That's true. I guess what I meant was I should have stirred it at all. Because it all just like settled at the top.
Ugh.
You gotta shake it.
I know. I should have put it in my water bottle and shook it, but rookie mistake. That's why I pay you all to do this for me most of the time. So one of these days I'm gonna get drunk and Facebook pay you $2 against Shelby. Don't worry. Yeah, for those who don't know.
That made my day when you did that. I smiled so big.
When this all first started, I felt I like this, I don't want to be one of those people that's like, I miss the bar. Look, man, when you do open mic comedy at a place every Friday and your friends already go there, and then you become best friends with the people who own and operate the place, you miss those people. So
That's what I keep telling everybody. I want to go back to work not only to make money, but I miss all my people.
Yeah.
You guys are how I interact with the outside world.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So one night, I was drinking, as you do. I was listening to some Weezer, as one does.
Yeah.
And I started to miss Shelby. So I said, Shelby, I had to make my own drink. I'm drunk in my home, and I'm sad. It's Friday night. We were supposed to do comedy. So I'm going to make this drink, and I'm going to drink, and I'm going to listen to music. Here's $2. And I sent Shelby $2 on Facebook Pay. Because I said, damn it, if she's going to listen to me be sad while I'm drinking, she deserves to get hers too.
Aww.
It made me smile.
I'm glad. I'm going to turn this light on because it's starting to get dark. I'll be right back.
I know I can't find the right spot. I'm trying to look how Shelby does and I can't. You got that good lighting out there, girl.
Stand not back. What?
She's trying to find the lighting.
Oh. Well, you look good. You got the lights behind you. You're shining, darling.
I know.
Oh my God, you beautiful, glistening angel. Look at you.
Somebody's birthday's on Monday, Levi.
That's, yeah. I wonder whose that is.
It's my last week in my 30s.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm kind of freaking out. It's like that step, like you turn 30 and that's like what it is, which is already fucked up, but it's what it is. And then you kind of just like, it's like tiptoeing your way into your 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. It's a really weird feeling.
Yeah, it's like how the 90s didn't stop until 2002, you know?
Yeah.
Well. We'll have to do another. We just need to do another one of these that we don't record, where we just get like us and Kat and everybody together and just get.
I want Kat to make me some clothes.
I love Kat.
She's been working.
Oh, I can only imagine.
She made me a bow tie. I don't want to brag.
Oh.
She made me a Hufflepuff bow tie. So it's got like the Hufflepuff, like Harry Potter, like design. And she was like, I made you a bow tie. I was like, bet, let's go. She's been sewing up a storm, man. She's been making all kinds of stuff. So yeah, that girl, I told her she needs to open an Etsy, make a little cash money off that shit. Look at you. Yo, we need to do my computer's not good. My computer's not good enough to do that. I wish it was, because we could totally do sketches. Yo, what we need to do is we need to record a little skit and then I'll edit it and then that can be a commercial for Tollys. But it's just this. It's just us doing this though. Be like, hey Alisa, where do you want to go this weekend?
Yes, let's do it.
I know. Let's go.
We can go to Paris.
We can go to San Francisco.
Yes.
Yeah, no, there was a scene like that in Wayne's World where they get a green screen and then they're just like, or you could be whisked away to the magical land of Delaware.
Yes, and then we could eat like magical food and drink magical drinks with our background.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I always try it, and then I'm not using an old laptop. I'm using my work laptop actually. So shout out to my boss because I was like, hey, can I use the work laptop during work from home for podcasts? And she went, look, I'm not in charge of what you do with that laptop. As long as it's nothing like obscene with the laptop, then it's fine. So she was like, yeah, she's like, if you don't break it or, you're not doing anything awful, you're fine. And I was like, define awful. She refused to answer. I assume this is okay.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, I'm going to need to make an investment in a new laptop anyway, so.
Okay.
So if anybody has a laptop out there that wants to tell me what the good ones are, I'm all ears because as techie as I can be, I know surprisingly little about what laptop to buy. I'll probably just go to Best Buy, and I usually just do the middle of the road option. I don't want something real cheap or not real expensive. Usually if you just split the diff, it's my philosophy, because then you get something that's pretty good, but it's not going to break the bank. But it's also going to work longer than a year and a half. I say is the laptop I've usually been using is 9 years old, and I got it for free and a scholarship from ISU. It's literally falling apart. Like it's duct taped together because of 4 years of being in a backpack in college, being thrown around. But it still works. So that's something.
That is.
I also just realized, not to be too vain and make it all about me, but I've been drinking and it's my fucking show. What do we think of this? What do you think? What's your opinions? Beard, yes? Keep? No? What do we think?
I like the beard.
I think it makes you look more, not manly. I don't want to say you're not manly, but I don't know.
It does.
I like it.
It does give me the sophistication. Yeah, it tones down on the boyish part and makes me look. I get the manly because
it looks like you're on the prowl and you're gonna go find you a
rugged. Yeah, exactly. And then I also had somebody be like, yeah, man, don't even get a haircut when this is over. Like, you look okay with the long hair. I was like, fuck, all right, cool. I'll save some money then. I'll just keep this the way it is. I mean, I'm ready for a haircut because especially once we get into like mid-July, it's gonna be hot as fuck.
Yes. Ugh.
But I think I'm okay keeping the beard, so thank you. Thank you.
I like it. Keep it.
Thanks. But yeah, what's the first thing you want to do when the quarantine's over?
I just want a night out with all my people.
Yeah.
Honestly. Not necessarily even getting drunk or anything. I just want to see everybody.
Yeah, we definitely.
I've seen my close friends and everything, but like I said, I want to be with everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely due for a family reunion. Go out, we go dancing. It'll be fun.
Yes.
I'll wear something nice. We'll go
wear
out.
your bow tie.
We'll go out and kick it. Yeah. I'll get my bow tie from Kat. What about you, Miss Alisa? You got any big plans?
I mean, I'm actually going on my bachelorette party.
Ooh. That's right.
June, at the end of June.
Okay.
And it's only me and Leslie. And we're going to Destin for like 2 days, 2 or 3 days.
Tight.
We're just going to fly there and fly back. So like I'm super excited to be drunk on the beach all day with my ass in the sand.
Yes. Jealous.
That's all.
I must confess, I've never actually been to a beach before.
What?
We have to go.
I don't come from a travel family. They're always like, we're too poor. We're going to Holiday World. And I was like,
Listen,
all right.
please tell me you've at least been to a concert.
Oh, yeah.
I am a concert goer, so I'm really sad because all my concerts are pretty much canceled. Dave's canceled. I go to that every year.
I have 3 concerts that have been rescheduled or recanceled.
Yeah.
Or not, but canceled.
Yeah, because there was one coming up in early August I wanted to go to. I can't remember if it was Dave. Because you and I talked about going to Dave. And then I remember, and you all know the type of person I am. Jimmy Buffett.
Yes.
There's going to be a Buffett concert. But yes, I can say I've at least been to a concert. I've seen Here Come the Mummies twice, here in Terre Haute, and I've been to Warped Tour. So
I'll give you Warped Tour.
I can at least say I've been to Warped.
My biggest plan, I guess I forgot to mention this, but my biggest plan is my birthday is actually June 15th. So I guess things will be open for my birthday, but I'm going skydiving for my birthday.
Nice.
Oh.
So I'm going to be actually like jumping out of a plane. I paid to have them.
I think you're going to go skydiving.
Huh?
You said I'm going to be jumping out of a plane, and then you're going to go skydiving. It was a joke. It wasn't funny. Glossing past it. Go on.
But they're recording it, putting it on YouTube, everything. So
okay,
I'm pretty stoked.
That is the scariest thing that could ever happen to me. I cannot jump out of a fucking plane.
Why?
I cannot.
It's one of those. I feel like it's like the ultimate thing. Like once you've jumped out of a plane and done the whole skydiving thing successfully.
No.
You know,
I've been bungee jumping, so the next thing on the bucket list was skydiving.
That's true. I mean, yeah, there's not really a lot more you're gonna be able to like jump the shark from there. I guess you just literally you just be like the Fonz and just jump a shark.
I
would like to go swimming with sharks.
Yeah.
I would like to be like in one of those cages where they drop you in the ocean and like the sharks are swimming around you.
You are psychopathic. That's all there is to it.
Well, that's besides the point.
I get now when I go to the beach, I get super drunk and then I'll walk out to like the sandbars and then like, you know, the shark could eat me then and I'm like ready for whatever. But that's as close as I'm getting.
I'm an adrenaline junkie.
You drink so much, even at the beach, you're finding the sandbar.
Oh yeah. You'll see me waddle out there.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. Yeah, man. I mean, it's on my list. I want to go to the beach. You know, it's It's
You
weird.
have to go to the beach. You have to.
It's weird, that dichotomy. Like, talking to my friend who grew up in San Diego and then came here for college, and I was like, why? And then, well, it's grad school, and then she lives in Oregon now. And then she wants to come visit in August, and I'm like, you grew up in San Diego, in college in Terre Haute, grad school. You moved back to the Pacific Northwest, and you want to come visit Terre Haute. To be fair, she doesn't want to visit Terre Haute. She wants to visit.
Levi, did you see that Snoop Dogg thing?
Snoop Dogg
You know what
thing?
I'm talking about? When he was like...
With Patrick?
It makes me laugh so hard every time
Oh.
I think of it. It's like where... You might have to cut this out, too.
Okay.
It's where he's talking about that one lady. I can't tell you what the one lady is. And he's like, so-and-so, you dog-ass bitch. Do you remember what I'm
Hello?
I'll have to send it to you.
All right. That's also staying in because that's funny. But no, man. No, she does. No, and it's one of those things where it's like she grew up in California, and we were talking about the coronavirus. I could probably keep this in. I don't think it's fair. It's nothing. It's whatever. She doesn't listen to this. I say this will probably be the one that she watches. She was like, man, I wish I could be back in San Diego, just like skateboarding down the boardwalk or being on the beach or going surfing. And I was like, yeah, I wish I could walk around downtown Terre Haute with my friends and Colin Boggs playing guitar, and because that's what we like. I was like, man, you had such a more interesting high school age than I did. Because she was like, yeah, we'd be on the boardwalk and skateboarding and surfing with my friends. And I'd be like, my friends and I hung out outside the coffee grounds after open mic and walked around downtown Terre Haute and played music and did stupid shit, and then they'd all go home and smoke weed, and I'd go home because I didn't smoke weed and give my dog her bladder medication. So
And get my dog.
the two of us have very different high school experiences, madam. I love that dog. I took care of that dog until her last day. All right, she was my girl, man. What was that thing about Snoop Dogg?
Do you not really know what I'm talking about?
No, what is he talking about?
It's
Martha
probably
Stewart
gonna
or
make a
something?
lot of people mad. They're probably gonna start commenting like really fucked up things about me. I don't
You
know.
assume people watch this.
He was saying like shit.
Snoop Dogg, okay.
Can
What?
you pull it up on your TV behind you?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called?
It's like Snoop Dogg, and he's talking about somebody, I don't know what her name is, but he's calling her like a dog-ass bitch.
All right, I'll just type up Snoop Dogg.
It's like an African-American woman he's talking about. I don't know, she did something, and it pissed him the fuck off. I cannot remember what it was, but it was a really
Snoop
funny
Dogg.
time.
Dog. Ass bitch. Dog.
Dog-ass bitch.
Ass.
I hope they didn't take it down. He apologized for it now, so they're all cool.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was so funny. And everything he's wearing and everything. It's just a whole funny thing.
Snoop Dogg calls Gayle King a, quote, funky dog ass bitch. Is it this?
Yes!
Here, let me...
Turn it up!
I don't know if it'll pick up on my mic, but we'll see. I'll link it in the description as well, because why not? Who even is Gayle King? I don't know who that is. Oh, she's on CBS News. Oh, I know. Okay. I want to download this and make it the intro now.
It's so
It might be the intro to the.
I hope it is.
Today's episode.
Because when he says it, he gives that look. What does he call her? Tell me. The Tell me so I can quote him right.
Funky little dog ass bitch.
Funky little dog.
Don't you hang out with Oprah?
Gretchen showed me that. And that's the funniest shit I've seen all year. Funniest.
Is it okay if I call one?
Funky dog head bitch.
I want to smoke what he smokes.
Respect the family and back off, bitch, before we come get you. That's what I say whenever my parents' bitch neighbor tells my dog to stop barking.
Oh.
Holy shit. Look at this camera angle, by the way. Good lord. I feel like if he inhales too much, he's going to suck me in through his nose. What the fuck? I feel like a ladder is going to come down through his nose and a little man's going to pop out. Funky dog head ass bitch.
Punk ass, dog headed ass bitch. Next time we kick somebody out of the bar, that's what we're gonna call them.
Yeah,
fuck
funky
yeah.
dog head ass bitch. I'm gonna
That's the first thing coming out of my mouth. Get the fuck out of my bar.
We're just gonna pause it right there. Now I'm gonna listen to some Snoop. Hang on. No, go back, Levi. We're not playing video games right now. No, go back to YouTube, idiot. As you can tell, I started talking to myself. Holy shit.
Oh my God, are you guys on TikTok? Are we not gonna talk about TikTok?
I
on
unfortunately
TikTok.
am, yes.
Why don't we do a TikTok dance?
I'm not appropriate for TikTok.
I'm appropriate enough. I made a TikTok of myself. I had tequila in one shot glass. I had margarita mixer in another shot glass. And I, the other night, was too lazy to
Did not
stir.
make his own margarita.
So I just took a shot of tequila and then a shot of mixer, and I just swished it around and just made Monday mouth margaritas.
What are those?
Monday mouth margaritas? Is that what
Yeah.
you just called it?
Yeah, you put the mixer and then you just swish it around.
Maybe I can make that a special at the bar.
You never did that with chocolate milk as a kid? You never had a mouthful of milk and you squirt the chocolate syrup in it? And
Oh,
you got chocolate
No,
milk
I
in
just
your
ate the chocolate syrup.
I don't like milk.
mouth? Fair enough. You're two sides of the same coin.
I don't like cow milk.
Oh, I'll suck it straight out of cow titty. I don't give a fuck. I'll get right up under there and just...
That's not where I thought you were going with that for a second.
I'll get it out regular titty too. I'll give a fuck.
Hey.
Ladies, this beard is not doing me any favors with that sentence that I just said. I would cut that, but you know what? It's comedy. But yes, yeah, we should do like an official Tollys Bar Grill TikTok account.
Yes, we should.
Viral marketing,
We
baby.
were talking about when we open up having like a TikTok night, like a dance, like a TikTok contest, and like the best TikToker fucking wins.
Are you telling me I'm gonna have to start flossing again? Because I thought I wasn't gonna be able to leave that in 2019, but here we are.
Gotta bring it back.
Oh god. There's this band called the Gourds. They're like a bluegrass band. They did a cover of Gin and Juice. I'm gonna send it to you because you probably won't be able to hear it over the cast. It's the fucking bad. All right, yeah, I definitely want to turn it down. I'm gonna just send it to you because this is. I am sitting right next to my speakers, and I like the song, but not that much.
I was gonna say.
So, I've been listening to The Weeknd a lot lately, so first karaoke we get, I'm definitely gonna sing Blinding Lights.
I'm really upset because I finally got the guts to sing karaoke a week before quarantine stops. And I'm going to have to rebuild all that courage again.
Yeah.
I know a way to make that courage pop up pretty fucking quickly.
Hey!
Dog, I ain't gonna lie to you. I told this to Alisa when Alisa, y'all had the $1 domestics and $2 crafts and the $1 Jaeger shooters.
Yeah.
Tollys Bar Grill. Jaeger. Oh God! If there's that, it's that one alcohol for me where just like the smell of it makes me gag. Like, I feel like everybody has that one where they're just like, how the fuck can you drink that?
UV blue. Or green apple Smirnoff vodka.
Alyssa's just like, keep that dark, keep that
like,
bad juju
which one makes you want to throw up the most was, I have to say Jameson.
Jameson?
One time I took some shots of Jameson and I threw up all night.
That's St. Patty's Day.
I figured you would have said Southern Comfort, Alisa.
No. I've drank that since then. But I've been like backing weird. Fun fact. I've been like not doing Fireball. I've been doing Jack Fire. Harley like got me on it. She was like, you should try it. It's not like so intense.
It's not as syrupy.
Yeah, and I
Fireball
did.
Fireball is really syrupy.
Truly, I like it so much better. So I've been drinking a lot of Jack Fire.
Yeah. God, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like Jack Fire, but like a well version.
Uh-huh.
God damn.
It's got a fireman on the bottle. I think it might be Hot Damn. I don't remember. I don't know, because it's literally just like, here's the well version.
We'll have to look it up.
It's not that bad. I know, I'll do a cut, so I'm not promoting too many places. It's the one that Lizzie would always give me at the TP back in the day. I
wonder what it was.
But
I'm sure we can find it. If it has a fireman on the bottle, I'm sure we could just Google it.
I'm sure, yeah. The one that I enjoy that people, they don't give me shit about, but they can't believe it. Because I guess the way I am with Jaeger and the way we are with ours, a lot of people are that way with Rumple.
Yeah.
Toothpaste in a bottle.
Yeah. I was on my last birthday, not at the Tollys party we had, but at another one where I was just hanging out with one friend, Mr. Connor Power.
Connor!
My good buddy, good kid, salt of the earth, love him to death. He and I did about like 8 or 9 shots of Rumple, and I woke up the next day feeling perfectly fine. Like, I didn't have a headache, I didn't feel super hungover. Rumple's like 70 proof. Or whatever, like a high, or no, I think whatever proof is, that's 70%.
I think Rumple's 80.
80 proof. I'm gonna do some research. It's definitely a higher proof than Fireball. But I woke up the next day feeling all right. Like, literally went home, drank a little bit of water, went to bed, and I've done that before and woke up and felt like death.
Two times a whole glass of water before bed, no matter what, you'll feel like great the next morning.
The other thing that, again, old Connor Power has told me that I have adopted, you take a multivitamin before you go to bed, and you drink your water. That also helps because not only do you get a bit of rehydration from drinking water, also any vitamins and nutrients you might have lost because of the dehydration, you're getting back from the multivitamin. So
Pedialyte, too.
Pedialyte is very much for the same reason, because it's easy on the stomach and it replenishes your electrolytes. And Pedialyte does not have nearly as much sugar and sodium as Gatorade. Yeah, Pedialyte has definitely saved my life.
I used to mix some back when I used to drink vodka, I would mix vodka and Pedialyte.
Okay.
That way I was drinking but being rehydrated at the same time. But that was back in the day. I was drinking gallons of vodka for $10. So
I will say there's a bucket idea. Vodka, Pedialyte, and gummy bears.
Ugh.
Oh,
Call it the kindergarten cot.
I'm ready for us to open back up so I can make you guys some red, white, and berry buckets again.
Yes! For those who don't know, the red, white, and blue bucket is literally the best because not only because of what's in it, but because they just take a bomb pop and just go, here, fucker.
Yes.
And we all know, if you've ever ran after an ice cream truck, or just been in a gas station or in the summer. What are you doing? What'd you do? What'd you break it for?
This
so
is my
nice.
fourth time.
It's so nice. You get such nice things and you don't even take care of them.
My whole
This is why we
coming
can't
out of
have
my
nice
head.
things. Oh my God.
Oh, damn it, Levi.
If you're gonna wear, listen, honey, if you're gonna wear an earring so big you can hula hoop with it, you at least need to learn how to keep a balance.
Yes.
I'm gonna listen to real Snoop Dogg interviews. But yeah, man. So I totally lost my train of thought. But yes, red, white, and blue bucket, which makes sense given it'll be July when we can do
Yes. Yes.
And if you can't get it in the bucket or you don't want to get it in the bucket, we also make it in the mixed drink.
They also
True.
make it in the mixed drink. There you go.
Which you can order curbside to go.
Yes, you can.
I'm pointing this way because it's going to be this way on the recording. You're over here currently, but it's going to be here on the recording. So.
Shelby's down here and you're here. Is that correct?
Yes. See, that's the thing. With Shelby, I can point down here, and it's fine because down is just straight down. It's like where Shelby is right now. That's where you're going to be on the recording. But
Okay, but I'm over here on my recording.
Well, mine's the only one that matters because I'm recording the footage.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Well,
So ours
all
don't
of our
matter.
buckets are available curbside, just like you can get
Yes.
your food.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that work? Do you just have like the tiny bottles of the liquor and then the mixer and then people just like mix it when they get home or like what?
I've been mixing it and it comes
Okay.
in a to-go cup.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
And you can take them home and drink them, or if you'd like to drink them here, you're always welcome to stay in the parking lot and drink them.
There you go. What's that song, The Parking Lot Party? What's that? Who sings that? But yeah. Y'all know country singers better than I do. I don't know. If it's after like 2005, I don't know the best.
Ain't never too early.
That's the thing. It's like we'll do karaoke and people be like, Levi, why don't you sing this song with me? And I'll be like, that's a country song newer than 2005. I don't know what the fuck.
And I don't want to
You're
get
talking
too
about.
far ahead of ourselves, but we are hoping, fingers crossed, that once everything opens back up again, we will be doing a kind of a block neighborhood party.
Okay. I'm into that.
A team tech across the street,
Okay.
have bands, food, all that kind of stuff.
If everything stays the same and we open up like we're supposed to, August 29th is a karaoke contest.
Okay.
All proceeds go to Team of Mercy, which helps with families that have dealt with people that have committed suicide.
Okay.
So.
Well, there you go. So we'll have my birthday, and then we'll have a karaoke contest.
Mm-hmm.
I will try to make the karaoke contest. That is also August 29th. Is my parents' anniversary. I don't think requires my presence at all. Because it's my parents' anniversary. It's not mine. I didn't marry him. I'm just the result of that shit. And I'm thankful every day. I actually made my mom cry on Mother's Day because the card I picked out was so adorable. I was proud of myself. It had Snoopy on it. She loves Snoopy. And it was one of those where it's like, on this very special Mother's Day, you'll find inside of this card, and then you open it, and there's a smaller card inside the card. Like, there's an even smaller card. If you open this card, and then it's like, there's one where you gotta like fold open like a pop-up book. It's like, there's the tiniest hug, and it's Snoopy with his arms out, and threw a $20 bill on that motherfucker. So it's like Snoopy's holding the 20. And my mom cried because she was like, I didn't think anybody would go out of their way to think of me on Mother's Day. And I looked at my brother and dad, and I went, get fucked, nerds. And then I made them all steaks. It was lovely.
Yes. Son award goes to you.
Yeah, I know. I looked at my brother. I was like, get fucked. And my mom was like, well, I didn't mean it like that. She's like, it's just the fact that, you know, you moved out. And she's like, I'm glad you still think of your mother. I was like, of course. Obviously.
We all think of her. We love her.
That's what I told her. Especially me. She's my mom.
Did you
Yeah.
eat your Easter eggs I set by your guys' door?
I did. I still have them on my counter as well, my little plastic Easter eggs. I was so happy. Those who don't know, Alisa and Gretchen and Hayden left me some plastic Easter eggs on Easter. I had a video I planned to make on Easter. I didn't make it, so fucking sorry. I procrastinated and it was too late. But I got to enjoy some candy out of some Easter eggs because it came in a pinch. I didn't have any snacks. So I didn't have a chance to go to the store, and I went, I want something sweet. What can I do? Oh, wait, I have plastic Easter eggs.
Yes.
And because I was trying to think of who it could be, because you put your initials. You put Hayden, Alisa, Gretchen, Hag.
A lot of people don't know that's how we sign like our Christmas stuff, Hag or the Hags.
And I was trying to figure it out, and I was talking to my mom, and I was like, well, Mom, I know it wasn't you because you're not old enough to be a hag yet. And she was like, gee, thanks.
Yep, we're the Hags.
My first instinct was that because the people that mow my grass had just mowed my grass like the previous day.
Your grass did look really good.
And because I hadn't been out in a while, I don't see them when they're here. I make it a point to close my blinds when they're here because one time I made awkward eye contact with a guy mowing my grass, and I haven't felt right since. So
I didn't know where to put them because when I pulled up, I was like, should I go to the front? Should I go to the back? And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to the back. So I went to the back and I opened the door and I was like, he is probably in there working in the living room and he's gonna see me, and I didn't want anybody to see me. It was like a secret. Yeah. So I came and I put it in the door.
She wouldn't even answer my phone call.
You left it on Easter Sunday, right?
The day before.
Or the day, so Saturday?
I think it was Saturday morning.
Okay. Yeah, because I only really work Monday through Friday, but Saturdays.
Was it Easter morning? I think it was.
I feel like it was Easter.
I thought it was.
It might have been. Maybe I was doing a good thing.
Either way, if it's a Saturday or a Sunday, I'm not getting out of bed until like 12:30, 1 o'clock. So you were safe.
But no, I called her after she egged me because Kaylani wanted to tell her thank you, and she wouldn't even look in the phone. Nobody could see her. She was like, you can't see the driving.
That's okay. I felt bad. I completely forgot about Hayden, and I went, what was it? Harley, Alisa, and Gretchen. You were like, Hayden? I was like, oh, fuck, that's right. Because Harley lives just like down the alley from me. So I was like, okay, Harley probably just, brought him by and bada bing, and I felt bad.
Yep.
I felt bad that I forgot about
a lot of people don't know that we're the Hags, so it's okay.
Well, you're the hag, so you're the lead hag.
Number one.
Number one hag. I'm gonna make a T-shirt for you that says number one hag.
Number one.
But yeah, I know. I was speaking of parties and shit. I was talking to Kat, and I was like, I don't think I really want to have a big birthday party. We kind of jumped the shark last year with the Coda shots and everything, and Kat was like, we're gonna get to August, and you're gonna be saying the exact opposite. And I just went, yeah.
If everything goes well, we will have a party for you.
Every year, my birthday's on a Saturday this year, so I won't have to share it with comedy and karaoke, so we can. I definitely don't want to do a roast. Like, I always say I want to do something low-key, and then for some reason August 1st hits, and I go, all right, fuckers, strap in. It's Levi month, bitch.
Yeah.
So, which you've known me long enough to know. Hey, I like to blame it on the Leo energy. I'm just an egotistical person. That's why I have a podcast. That's why I do stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
I'm ready, man. We're gonna have a huge just party. I don't know. I'm just so ready to be back. I miss all of you so much. I'm ready just to be out on, and it's not even like, people are like, oh man, you miss partying and drinking and getting drunk, and it's like, no, I miss standing out on the porch with my friends, talking all kinds of shit. Like, that's what I miss. Like, it's not not the drinking and everything. It's just sitting out on the porch with everyone. So.
I want like a half of this Jack Fire. I'm getting a chaser so we can have another drink.
Yay! I have enough for. This is technically a shot. So this is the last. This is the last. This is the last of the alcohol that I have in my home right here.
I cleaned the whole entire bar. today.
Proud.
And my feet hurt now. But it'll be all squeaky clean and beautiful for you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. We should
You're
prank
next door to my
somebody.
mom's store.
Yes.
I want to prank somebody.
You want to prank somebody?
Yeah, we should bring somebody on and prank them.
Okay, well, I
don't have a good prank, though. I need help.
I just messaged Kat. It's just because when it comes to the Zoom calls, she's usually the first person who's like, yeah, let's do it.
I was gonna say there's Kat, there's James.
James,
Phil,
yeah, I can message James. We can get them both on.
Levi,
Question mark. Yes.
raise your glass.
To the cheers I always do. To big booty bitches.
Big booty bitches. Little booties matter too, though, I think.
Little booties matter too. That's right. I go for the girls that are shaped. If the girl is shaped like the capital P, then she
Alisa has
down
proof.
with me.
Or have proof.
I do. Shelby sent me a picture one time, and it was her naked in front of a mirror, and her ass is as flat as her back.
All booties matter. Yo, Shelby, I saw that video that you did. What was it, the TikTok video where all the girls are throwing the lingerie? Sisterhood of the Traveling Lace Panties.
Yeah.
Yes.
Girl.
Killed it.
Had me
You know
feeling
that's
some
kind of
of
like
way.
went viral.
Did it?
Did it?
That's tight.
Yeah, it's
That's
on
good.
two different pages that have over 30,000 followers.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
That's good. It's good for body positivity, man. It's good. Everybody feel good in their skin and feel good looking sexy no matter.
That's what it was for me specifically. I've just, ever since I've never really been super confident, but ever since I had the baby, I lost more confidence. And then just some stuff I've been going through lately, I don't have it. And my cousin called me and she was like, hey, I want you to do this. I think you'd be great for it. And I stepped out of my comfort zone. So
yeah,
feel a little bit better about myself.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. Is just gaining that confidence in yourself, you know?
Yes.
That's what people say. They're like, how do you get up there and do comedy and put so much of yourself out there? And part of me is, again, I'm very egotistical and I like the attention. But a lot of it is you get over the nerves by just doing it, putting yourself out there, and then you realize it's not so scary. And then you're just like, oh, you know, I imagine the same thing very much applies. If it's not something you typically do, getting out of your comfort zone for people in general, I feel like is probably the hardest thing you can do. But it's also one of the most rewarding as well.
I guess you would say risks with myself, getting out of my comfort zone, because I like to stay in it and bottle up.
As I feel like many of us do.
Alisa's been trying to give me confidence.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Keep that up. Keep that confidence up. I've seen you dance, girl. Shit, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You get everybody else out there dancing. Come on.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with y'all, and I didn't even want to dance. You were like, Levi, you're coming out there with us.
You don't come to sit and watch. You come to participate.
Exactly. I had a great time. Part of it is I was feeling kind of awkward. Because, I don't feel awkward dancing, but there was, and we can cut this out because I don't want this posted. But I was at the Verve. It was with y'all. It was with Shelby. And God, who are we with?
Little and her girlfriend Brittany.
Little and her girlfriend. That's right. And there was a girl there who, the previous Friday, I was hanging out with Sam and Jenna and the gang. You know, Pat and Colin Boggs and Kirsten. Everybody was there. And Jenna was like, Levi, I bet I can get a girl to make out with you. She's like, I'm a great wingman. And I was like, fucking okay, prove it. And she was like, you're not going to know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen sometime tonight. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And, you know, I was just chilling out, talking to Sam. I hadn't seen Jenna for a few minutes. All of a sudden I hear a hey. I look over, and this girl walks up and just starts making out with me. And I was like, Jenna, what did you say? And she was like, I just told her that you went through a bad breakup back in like November, December, and that you could use a win. and I asked her to see what she wanted to do to boost her confidence, and she just walked over and started making out with you.
Oh.
But then that girl, like, was being real super fucking awkward, like when I was there with Shelby and Little, and it was just one of those things where, like, Shelby kept trying to get me to talk to her. You're like, just go talk to her, and I was like, I don't know, dude, man. It was a fun time. It was fun because I will be honest, I kind of played some of that up for the comedic effect, which worked because it was funny to me anyway. But yeah, no, we definitely need another night like that again. That was fun, just doing shots and dancing. I haven't had a good dance night in a while for that, so just because that's not typically a thing that I've been doing anymore. Like it takes a certain group of friends to be like the dance friends, because typically I'm standing outside with the boys while they're smoking and I'm secondhand smoking, and we're talking all kinds of bullshit. So it's nice to, sometimes you need a dance night. So I appreciated having a dance night.
Alyssa, do you need this?
Alyssa, do you need a lighter?
Got one.
Okay.
I got one. Which we have on sale at Tollys Bar Grill for $1.
Hey.
Yes, we do.
$1.
Oh shit.
Alyssa, do you want to talk about the website with the merch now? Are we doing that?
You want to talk about the website with
It's
the merch
not
now?
up yet. I don't know. I don't know if she's gonna do it or not.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Okay.
She was just talking about it, but I haven't she didn't really say too much.
Okay.
So yeah, we've been talking about doing a website and then throwing our merch on there.
Okay.
So if you want a fanny pack, if you want a straw, if you want a phone case, it's all on there.
Okay.
Underwear.
So
They sell underwear.
yeah.
Yeah. A bra.
I'll buy a Tollys thong. Why not?
Oh.
I'll get a
You have
G-string.
to wear it in
Oh, yeah.
here.
Well, obviously. Where else would I wear it?
And then you have to strip to Mrs. Buttersworth.
Okay. I've actually been listening to a lot. I've been listening to a lot of Young Gravy lately, so I can make that happen. The
I know
song
you said.
One Thought, Two Thought, Red Thought, Blue Thought is one of my jams right now. So,
Oh my God.
yo, Young Gravy's got that good shit, man. Dude's fucking hilarious. Yeah, no, I mean, I can make that happen. We can make that work. James said he appreciates it, but he's having a movie night with the kiddo, which means he's watching Frozen 2 for the 67th time.
Yeah.
To be fair, not his kid's fault. James really loves, if you know James Helton, you'll know he loves Frozen. You can definitely tell.
One as good as the first one?
According
is.
to
It's
James,
really
it's
good.
just as good, if not better.
I love the second
Oh.
one.
James said it actually kind of fucking slaps. So
Oh.
I haven't seen it yet. I saw Frozen. I was not impressed. I thought Tangled was better.
I like Tangled.
Kaylani loves Tangled.
Tangled's that good shit. Tangled was just
She
good.
calls Tangled Rapunzel. I want to
Yeah.
watch Rapunzel.
Punzel. That's tight. God, I had something. Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, if we get a merch site, again, I've talked to you about this. I've talked to Gretchen about this. We need shirts that say Tollys.
It's a
It's
bar
a bar
grill.
grill. So because I've had people say,
works.
that if we make that a shirt, they want one. I've also had people say they want it to be tie-dye. I don't know if I quite agree. Also, I just realized I could have been wearing my Tolly shirt this entire time, and I'm not.
That's okay.
However, I wore it. It's in my laundry basket because I wore it when I was on when I did my Final Fantasy VII spoiler cast with James Helton. Currently up at youtube.com/MarvinComedy.
Yes. Subscribe. Hit that bell.
Hit that. Slam that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. Share it with all your friends. We're on Spotify now. There. This podcast brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. So there we go. But yeah, man. No, I'm excited. Yo, you get some Tolly socks. I'll buy some socks from that motherfucker.
They have socks.
I need a hoodie. I do. I have the crawl T-shirt. That's the Tollys shirt that I have.
Okay.
Is to the window, to the wall for Tollys for beer I crawl.
Yeah.
Kat
That
said.
was our walk shirt.
Kat said Dan's over tonight, so she will not be able to join. Her man's is over the house. Dan Dundas, stand-up comedian, friend of the show. Daniel Dundas. You can see his blog at One in Dundas on Blogspot. He writes about sports. Most recent blog post was about the 1990s WWF. So if you're into that shit.
Because there's nothing to talk about now with sports because there's nothing going on, right?
Exactly. And nobody cares about wrestling past the 90s. Honestly, they seriously, they jumped the shark. They did a whole thing where Booker T and Stone Cold Steve Austin get in a fight in the middle of a grocery store. And it can't get any better than that. You've literally got Stone Cold Steve Austin being like, got milk, Booker? And he just beats a guy over the head with a gallon of milk.
Oh my God.
Also, I'm going to do that on my birthday. Not beat somebody over the head with a gallon of milk, but I'm going to do the Stone Cold Steve Austin thing. I'm going to have somebody throw me beers. I'm going to smash them. Stone Cold Steve Austin. So get ready for that.
Okay.
At some point during my birthday.
Okay.
I'll need a spare Tollys Bar Grill T-shirt that you can potentially. I mean, you have a website. You have tollysbarandgrill.com. You always just do a merch link.
Yes.
Get on Teespring. Get some T-shirts made. Talk to George White. He could probably he seems like somebody who would know how to make a shirt.
I miss George. How is George?
He's great. Kaylee's
He's
great.
getting married.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this publicly.
Oh.
Kaylee called me the other day and asked me to officiate their wedding.
Aww.
So I now have to get ordained because Kaylee was like, yeah, I didn't really plan on having a bunch of like bridesmaids or whatever. Like, we want to keep it real low key. She was like, we wanted you to be involved somehow though. So would you mind getting ordained so you can marry us? And I was like, absolutely, yes, please.
That's awesome.
So I just have to do the whole like Universal Life Church online. Exactly. Yeah, I'll just use the T. And of course, it's the Superman is the T, so that's funny. And then I love those letters, by the way. The superhero, like Tollys letters.
Yeah.
Those are dope.
I love them too.
So much fun. But yeah, so I'll be officiating. I'll be Reverend Marvin Levi Elmore. I'll be.
What up, Rev?
I'll say. George White, do you take Kaylee Wadler to be your lawfully wedded
Now I feel
wife?
like I need to get you like a Reverend shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just show up wearing a tuxedo tee. It'll be fine.
And then Kat can make your bow tie.
Yeah.
Hey.
It'll be great.
Hey.
Yeah. My music's just been playing now. I don't even know what this is. I'm just vibing at this point. What do we got? Oh, it's Outcast. The whole world featuring wow.
The whole world loves it when you're in the you bow, 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 bow.
No, listen to Put in My Head. I gotta listen to Mrs. Buttersworth. Holy shit.
Buttersworth.
I'm down to show some more. I'm starting to run out of podcasty type things to talk about. We've been going for about an hour and 20.
Okay.
How are y'all feeling? I'm out of alcohol and I gotta pee. So
That's completely fine. I gotta go clean up the kitchen.
okay. I think being out of alcohol and Levi having to pee is a good place to wrap up. That way I can try to get this edited. It'll probably be up tomorrow evening. I look to have it up by Friday at 8. If it's not up Friday, it'll be up Saturday.
Okay.
The only reason for that being if I procrastinated.
Okay.
Because we all know how I be. Me procrastinate? Never. So I like to start off the show. I like to finish the show. I like to finish the show by giving everybody a final thought, a very Jerry Springer type of, everybody gets their final thought. Anything you want to say to the people, any words of wisdom you want to impart to the audience, anything you want to say. It could be anything on your mind, anything you want to get out there, any announcements, anything you want to plug, this is your chance to do that once more. So we'll start with Alisa. Alisa, anything you want to tell the folks at home?
I want everyone at home to stay safe and practice social distancing so we can have a great summer. And so that way the nail places stay open so I can get my nails done.
There you go. Shelby, what have you got, my love?
I just want everybody to stay safe and come and see us as soon as we open. We miss all of you deeply. And be ready for some good drinks when you come back, because I'm ready to make them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm ready to have you make one for me. If I go get another bottle of something and drink more tonight, you're both probably getting a $2 tip through Facebook Pay.
Oh.
So expect that. But yeah, that's been Marvin's Room. I've been your host, Levi Elmore. You can find us at youtube.com/MarvinComedy. I'm still working. I have a pretty big backlog of these videos to convert to audio only. As I get them up, they will be uploaded to Anchor, and luckily Anchor does all the work of getting them on the various other podcast platforms. You can find us on Spotify, you can find us on Breaker, you can find us on Google Podcasts. So we're like official and shit. But yeah, like I said, everybody stay safe, practice social distancing, don't fuck up, because I want to go back to Tollys and do stand-up and see two of my favorite ladies, which are, of course, Shelby and Alisa. And special shout out to Gretchen, who had a cameo on tonight's episode. And just thank you both for being on. I love you and miss you both so much.
We love you.
Can't wait to see you again.
See
You make my heart full every day.
Love you so much.
And make sure you slam that subscribe button. I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and good night.
Good night.